Hello guys and hello traders, and this tutorial video we're going to teach you about Pips Plus price action EA and how it works, right? So what are you going to learn on this topic? So first we will teach you about the basics and functions parts of the EA. So number 2, settings, value and impact of the trade. Number 3, we will give you a live news trading demonstration. So we're going to demonstrate you during live news trading the big movements of the market, right? So number 4, it will giving you a trading simulation on this EA, right? So by the end of this training, you should be able to set up properly on your profitable settings after this training video. So first guys, we have to open up our MT4 here, right? So you need to open up your MT4 for you to set up your EA and how we can demonstrate how it works, right? So first, when you setting up your MT4, make sure that you are on your demo account. If you don't have MT4 yet, if you don't have a broker yet, you can I'm using a Primus market, so you can click the link below in this video. There's a description below, so just click that so that you can have a broker. So that's I'm using Primus market, so make sure that you use your demo account first before using it live. The reason why you need to use demo account is because of you need to understand the functions of the trade, the EA, right? So each function, what is all about. First, I'm gonna open up the EA here. So I will drag that here and then just close it. So if you do know yet how to install this EA, so there's another video showing this particular EA how to install, right? So just follow that video if you forgot it, how to install. And so the purpose of this training, the purpose of this tutorial is to teach you on the basics on the developer function of this EA, right? So make sure that it is enabled here and allow, right? So we go to the inputs, right? Okay, so guys, okay, we start here. So what is start trade? So first, start trade and stop trading. Oh yes, before that, make sure you go back to your manuals. All right, so actually we have a manual here from blog.forexpipsplus.com, so we are showing you here and also the video as well. When you download this EA, you have your manual, right? So do go back to your manual if you don't have this video, right? All the settings, functions and description we're showing you about here, right? So just go back to the manual, not so much, it's pretty simple, right? So go back to our MT4 here. Okay, so start trade. So what is a start trade? Start trade, that means that you allow the EA or you allow this robot to open up this particular time. Make sure that this particular time is aligned with what type of later on we'll go through that which particular time on your currency pair to be used this time, right? So this particular time trade, start trade, will be using that follow the market watch here, the time here, right? So you can see your MT4 server. This is your MT4 server over here, market watch. Make sure that you use that the same as what it is right here, right? If you see that is I say you're anticipating that there is a news on USD in this particular time, or in this particular every day, almost like in US is about 8:30 in the morning, and Canadian news also have 8:30 in the morning. So you can follow that 8:30 here if that is the new US time, right? So make sure that I believe that in US is about in server time. It depends on your server, so follow on your server first before putting this particular time here, right? So that is your start trade. So we anticipate that the market on that time is moving one way, either up or down, right? So it's moving just one way because this particular EA is exactly what he's looking for, is just one side trade, all right? Or either it go up or go down. So it doesn't works well on ranging market. It is works well on one-sided market. It shoot up one side, right? So that's why we have to use it during particular timing on the news. If you can leave this EA as well, this robot, just you can leave it as every day. It will trigger, it will on for you whatever time settings that you have set over here, right? So that is the start start trade. So stop trading, that means that I'm going to stop the trade, particularly this time, right? So I will putting like maybe this is the news always on 2 minutes, or I will change that to 5 minutes. After 5 minutes, I will not opening any trade. The moment that the lapse on this trading here, I will not opening any trade after this 5 minutes. So that's start trade and stop trade, right? So gap high and gap low, right? So what is this all about? This is the settings. I'll maybe put 10, something like that. Gap high means this is the settings of your buy stop order, right? So gap low, this is the settings of your it will do automatically for you with buy stop and sell stop order. So gap low is your sell stop order. Okay guys, so I have my whiteboard screen here. So let's say this is your gap high, right? So what it means by that, so okay, I will draw for you. So let's say now the market is over here, whatever this type of currency, so the market will be here, right? So the moment the time that you set up, it will automatically for you set your buy stop. Let's say this is the gap high is maybe 10 pips, right? Or 10 pips or 20 pips is up to you, right? So it's up to you whether this is 10 pips. And then this is the current market over here, so this is the ranging here, right? And then your sell stop, you set it as well at or this is your gap low, so maybe 10 pips also, or maybe 15 pips, is up to you, depends on your settings on the market, right? Alright, so this is your 10 pips, and this is your settings on. Alright, okay, so where it came from, so this is the gap high here and gap low. So this is gap high is your buy stop, so maybe you can put 15 or 10 pips, it's up to you, right? So you can change this value here, 10, or you want more easy to hit, it's about 5, or you can put 5. So that is your gap high and gap low. Alright, so back here, so the market, the moment that you set here, it will automatically open for you on the time that you are setting here. This is the start trade, right? So if the market, if there is a big news, either big movement, so either let's say the big movement, let's say it buy stop, it will shoot up on that particular time, it was shooting up directly here, so the market is moving upside, so it will hit your buy stop order here. So this sell stop order here, this one will be automatically deleted or cancelled by EA, right? So we are and cancel by EA, right? So this one will automatically cancel, right? The moment that the market is shooting up high, or shooting up, if let's say not on the buy stop, it will shoot down here. If the market is bad news for that particular currency, it will shoot down, right? So the moment it will be shooting down here, so this buy stop here will be automatically deleted for you. So you don't need to delete, because the reason why you have to delete that, the moment that there is a reversal of this market, so it will not open up both, all right? So it will open up only one side. So, and then if let's say that is sell stop hit by the sell stop had been triggered, so it will have automatically SL as well, right? SL and TP directly. So later on we'll move forward on this section, so how the SL and TP works. That is for gap high and gap low, right? So next, you have here the expired PO after X candle. So that is X candle maybe or on 1 hour or 5 minutes, right? But we are talking about pips here. This 15 or this 15 is up to you, right? So the moment that you set up here, this is based on 1 hour time, right? If let's say you put it 3 hours or 1 hour, let's say I want that after 1 hour, if I didn't hit this particular trading here, trading range over here, right? So this is the trading range over here, 10 pips and 10 pips down on 10 pips high. If I didn't meet that criteria, after 1 hour, I will close automatically my buy stop and sell stop, because I am only anticipating that the market will move on that particular time. So that is how it works, right? So this is, I hope you get it. This expired PO after X candle will be deleted your current buy stop and sell stop if it doesn't reach or doesn't reach that particular trade, right? So lot size. So you can have this particular lot size, either you are using nano lot size, mini lot size, or standard lot size. So it's up to you. It depends on your account is how much stop loss, or make sure that it will, your lot size here, it matters on your take profit or your stop loss, right? So that means that if you are putting one lot is about $10 per pips, right? So it matters if, let's say, your account is big enough to carry over with a stop loss of 100. So that means that you will be losing 1,000 if I will change that, maybe 10, right? So I am maybe this one about 50 stop loss, because during big news, if you're anticipating that the market will move one side down and one side up, so the tendency of the stop loss will not hit because it will continue up or continue down only. But the moment that it's ranging, so your stop loss of 10 pips will be easily to hit, right? So that's why sometimes it depends on the market movement. So this is how it works, guys. So if, let's say, you have lot size 1, that means that you're taking take profit is 50, so multiply by 1 is equivalent to $10 per pips. It depends on your broker. But FXPrimus is using, if you're using one standard lot, that means you are paying $10 per pips, right? So in one lot, so you have 500 if you hit that particular TP, take profit, right? So you will be losing as well of $10 10 pips, which means $100 if the market reversal or not. I would say the market go down and hit sell stop, then it reverse back here, and then it hits your stop loss, right? So that is how it works, right? So next, we go through on magic number. So magic number, you can leave this. This is identification of each trade that made by this EA, right? Because sometimes in your MT4 you can have few types of EA on different currency. So you have to identify which magic number belongs to that particular trade, right? So trade on a specific time, So close trade on time specific. So you can have selection here with true or false. So if you make it false, so it doesn't works these particular functions. But if you are using choosing with true, so this time trade, it will close all your open trade by this EA. So the moment that the trading is not, your buy stop and sell stop has not been triggered, this particular function here, expired PA, will be the one to close the trade. Expired, right? But this particular portion here, if the trade is triggered, either you are on buy or you are on sell, the moment that you set up this time, maybe 16 or maybe put 20, is about 20 means about 4 p.m. So maybe that means that I'm opening up at 8 a.m. and while closing, any types of trade has been opened, either win or lose, I will close the trade. So this is the function here that the EA or the robot will close for you automatically, whether the trade is win or lose. Alright, so if you don't want, you just leave it until the next day. You can pull it false, right? So it doesn't works, right? So next, so the trailing, okay? So trailing, the basic functions of the trailing stop, the moment that your let's say it triggers the sell stop here, right? You keep going down here, right? Okay, the moment that keep going down here, the market keep going down here, and your TP is still far, so your trailing stop will enable, if this one, let's say you are putting here 20 pips, right? 20 pips, and trailing stop every 20 pips, it will start at 20 pips here. So this is 20 pips, right? Just imagine this is 20 pips. It's already reached 20 pips on your market. So this 20 pips here, it kept going down. So the moment that it reached so 20 pips, it will lock your profit. So that means if your standard lot using one lot, then you are multiplied by 20, means you are already earning about 200, and it will lock that profit by this EA, right? So trailing stop means the moment that the market here, the moment that the market reverse back with another 10 pips, it doesn't go through, continue down, so it doesn't move this, go down some more, it will reverse back, so another 10 pips. That is the function here. So trailing stop 10 pips, so it will stop the trade, it will automatically close the trade with profit of 10 pips, right? So you can change this, actually you can change this at 30, or you can change this to 50, is up to you, right? So trailing steps, so if the market is the moment that reaches to 20, every 1 pip, since your setting here is every 1 pip, or you can every 5 pips, right? So every 5 pips or every 1 pips is up to you. The market will the trailing stop will adjust for you every that pips that you are setting in here, right? So that's the concept of this EA, right? So that's the trailing stop. So for the show information here is how it works, so I will show it here to you. So this is how the here, you can see that over here. So this is the function of this trailing stop, the text. So you can change this text here, so it's up to what color you want. So this is the information dashboard that your EA has been doing trade, right? So you can see that over here, the trade time that you are setting based on your settings. So I will see you are start trading at 2:27, so it will show up at here as well, and in your current time it will be follow on what the market here, right? So that is how this EA works. Okay, so back here. So okay, right, so I hope guys you are getting this particular function of this EA, and how the settings works on every function of this EA. Alright, okay guys, so next tutorial will be how you define your particular currency pair, which one is the big news. So there are two ways to capture that big news particularly, right? So first is you can anticipate that you can open up your forexfactory.com. So if let's say you are using pairs like Canadian pairs with USD, so you can check that particular time here, like this one right here. So euro, we are not trading, it's up to you, you can trade with euro, but normally I will using this with proven strategy is in Canadian news, the big news, like this type of news I was showing you. So this one, like so Australia as well. So like monetary rates, this is the big news normally. The CPI, this is the big news normally for Canadian, right, US dollar. And then for Australia as well is a big news, especially on unemployment rates, like the other days that I'm using this with live trade as well. So you can check that video on Australia and Canada, Australia and US dollar market, and then another video is US dollar and Canada market, right? So I'll showing that live. Okay guys, so next is that is another portion of how you define your trading on this EA, right? Using your time here, okay, your start trade. So next is if you wanted to automated this EA, whereby the EA will just continue whatever the every time that you're set here daily, you just leave it 24/5 of the market, so 24 hours in 5 days, so it will open up automatically the trade. So how you determine that particular, like US dollar Canada, let's say every time that the US dollar Canada, it moves mainly on 9:30 in US time or 8:30 in US time. So you can check that, go back and check that particular market. You see that this is 17 hours on server time, right? So it happens that there's a big move, right? So you are expecting that, and then here is another big move. So if we say this is always that is 9:30 in US, and in server is about 17. So you go back, check again with another previous 17 hours, right? So there's a big move as well for 17 hours. There's a bigger, see, it's almost 22 pips. So if you are setting that with 10 pips, so it will be hit as well, right? So this is another 17 hours here. Look at that, see here. So 39, right? So that is how it works, right? So you can go back and check the 17 hours as well. It shoot up and then shoot down back. So go and check back, study the market before you put your, this is 17 as well, right? This is 17 is shooting up. So make sure that you going back to check that particular currency pair that you are going to use on your trading, on your time trade. If you want to do it with automated, whereby the EA will open up for you daily based on your setting time here. All right. So another way of having that is go and check your forexfactory.com. So let's say you are anticipating that this time of, let's say you want to trade with Australian US dollar Canada live on news. So this particular news I want to trade, something like that. And then this time is about 8:30 in the morning AM. So that's about I have my settings here previously that I use it to trade. So about 2:30 in the morning, 2:30 in the server for Australia and Canada news. So you can set that manually. You can set that manually on that time by changing this with the server, with this particular server time here, right? So that's how it works on news, how to set your timings and how to set your EA automatically on daily time movement of the market, right? Okay guys, so next what we're gonna do here now is I will show you on the tester mode. So since that is already live, the moment that you install that over here in your window, this is already live. So I want to test that particular time or particular settings that I have. So okay, so you click this one here, the tester strategy, and then we will be test this your settings in the previous log files having on this broker and this MT4, right? So after you click this, you find your EA. So I have price action EA here, here, right? Pips plus price action EA. So I'll be using USD Canada here, right? And then just choose this every tick, right? And then choose your date here. It's up to you what date you want. And then this date is depends on your broker server availability, the previous log files. If your broker is loading that or save it, so it's even better, right? So some broker doesn't save any so much length of data. Sometimes they will save only about 3 months or 5 months, right? So I will be putting here that visual mode. So you can untick this or tick this, right? So if you tick this, it will show up here. If you don't tick this, it will not show up here. You will just see the result and your graph here, right? Okay, so next just put this period here and then spread, right? Then click this expert properties. So this is the settings that what I'm talking about just now. So I tried and decide with this Canadian US dollar probably on 16 or 1605 is about 8 AM in US and Canada time, right? Because I'm be using US dollar Canada pairs. So probably this time there's having big news on this particular currency, right? So all the rest will be set up with 10 pips, and the rest the same. The take profit, I put $100 $100 with one something like one lot size. And how much my money here? I got 25,000 in my tester account, right? And then the rest, so I will be putting the start trailing with 20 and every 20 and stop at 10, right? And then I putting here maybe every 5 pips I will be trailing step, right? So I click that OK, and then I will start to trade. So I will show you how it works, right? So you can see that over here there's a visual here. I will putting something like that, okay, more even better, right? So first thing that EA will move, and then it will download if you don't have download yet, okay? So you can slow down that here, right? So you can slow down or you can make it fast. I will show down to you the moment that, see, you can see that over here, right? The market, I will trade, your trade time is about 16, right? And then your current time here about 6:11. So I will show that to you, and I will post that time in the moment that it reach at 1600 hours. Okay, that's the market move. This is the tester. So I will show you how this EA open up the trade using your setting time particular. Okay, that's good. Okay, it is open up already, and then it's very fast, and then it open up your sell stop here. So it open up the sell stop, right? And then I will on, then let it hit, let it reach. If it reach, then good. Okay, so look at that, guys, it's already reached your sell here. Okay, so you have your stop loss at the top, and then you have your TP here, right? So let it continue, right? So look at that, your, oh, that's fast. So never mind, we will continue the rest. So it will close, and it profit about 147 for that particular trade, right? This is tester, right? So 147 about 14 pips, right? So we will continue this trade. We will be seeing more and open up. So look at this, about 16 to 17 now, 1700 hours on the current time. So we will be seeing like it's something like another day, whereby another day will be open up another trade, right? So okay, we will wait 2, 3, 4, and then we will slow down that this tester the moment it reaches at 16, right? 1600 hours. Okay, 13, 14, 15, 16, right? So almost there. And then okay, move right. Okay, right, guys. So you have your buy stop and sell stop also. Just open up trade, right? So you have your buy stop here, and you have some sell stop. So you have your SL on your sell stop, and then buy stop having SL as well, right? So you can see that. Okay, buy stop SL and 100 pips, and based on your settings, sell stop SL and your TP here, right? TP on a buy stop, TP on a sell stop, right? So we will see that. All right, okay, bigger, right? Okay, bigger graph. Okay, so I will be moving forward again. All right, so okay, guys, it hits the sell stop right here, right? So now the sell stop and your SL is about 100 pips, right? So that's good. And then your TP is also 100 pips right down here, right? Because it opens up the sell. Okay, so now we will continue that trade. What will happen is it will set that stop loss will be moved because of your trailing stop. Okay, I will try that. Try and watch out. Right, the market is keep moving up and moving down. Okay, right, these guys, look at this guy. Okay, I will be push that, right? Pause it. Okay, look at this one, right? So your stop loss here just now is about 100 pips. Now it is changing to about 20 pips as per your settings just now, right? So that is how it works. So every 5 pips it will move that particular. So we will check whether it is moving, right? Okay, look at that, it's keep moving, right? The moment that the market keeps going down, so it will follow every 5 pips. And then, all right, so that's 10 pips. So it will close the trade with another good profit, 259 US dollars, about 25 pips on this trading, right? So that's how it works on the tester, right? So you can test that which time that you are anticipating that market will be moved the same way. If there is a big news on that time based on previous data and based on forexfactory.com, which time is always having a good big movements of the market. All right, so thank you guys. I hope you learn up, and I hope you get it how this EA works. Okay, it's helpful for the AA, especially you are working guy or you are busy guy, so you just leave it in the BPS or you're leaving it at home on your PC, or you can trade that with selected time that you wanted to trade based on particular currency pairs, right? So I hope you get this video well, and then make sure that you subscribe this channel so that you will have more videos to share, and a lot of strategies that we are sharing in this channel, right, about forex trading and investment. Right, so go through the rest of the videos that we have live trading on this particular using this EA. We have Australian Canada and Australian US dollar and Canadian US dollar. We have trading that match pairs in live trade. So go through that video, and I hope you like it, and I hope you learn it, right? So make sure that you use the demo first before doing the real live trade. So thanks guys, and God bless on your trading, and I hope you are profiting well, right? Thanks.